and the friendly people of the Gambia. While wishing you happy Ramadan for current and future bliss, I seize this momentous occasion to commend the excellent relations of friendship and cooperation that happily exist between our two countries within the framework of a mutually beneficial partnership. Thus, I would like to renew to you my sincere wishes. Please accept, Mr. President and dear brother, the assurances of my highest consideration. The text of the message from Salman bin Abdul Aziz Al Saud, Crown Prince and Vice Chairperson of the Council of the Ministers and Minister of Interior, Kingdom of Saudi reads, on the occasion of the holy month of Ramadan, I have the pleasure to extend to Your Excellency my heartfelt congratulations and best wishes. I pray that Allah the Almighty grant you good health and happiness to enable you undertake this important act of worship. May He from all graces flow give you long life to witness many occasions of this kind in the future. Please accept, Mr. President, the assurances of my highest consideration. The message ends. Barely a week after flash floods partially destroyed the strategic Kotusilo Bridge, the Ministry of Works and Construction and Infrastructure is spearheading efforts to reconstruct the crossing point, albeit temporarily. Meanwhile, the ministry has launched what Minister Balagaba Jahumpa describes as Operation Billboard, a move designed to clear all billboards at strategic junctions within the Greater Banjul area to enhance free flow of traffic. Modu Jallo reports.
Late last week, the main bridge linking Latrikunda and Kodusilo partially collapsed after the rising flood waters forced a hole which gradually expanded, rendering it unusable. The communities residing in this area were virtually cut off as vehicles could not move in or out. However, 4 days later, the Minister of Works, Construction and Infrastructure has moved in to repair the bridge, albeit temporarily, until the rainy season ends.
His Excellency, the President of the Republic, has been daily checking about the situation of the bridge. And we have sent a message through the Secretary General that actual works have started on the bridge itself. Gambians would also like to know, or would be glad to know, that not the President didn't stop at being concerned about the situation of the bridge, but he has also given directives that the Office of the President would be responsible for the funding of the construction of this bridge.
This, according to the Works, Construction and Infrastructure Minister, is a clear indication of the President's care for the welfare of Gambians.
And for us, as vanguards of the July 22nd revolution, we are out to consolidate the gains of the July 22nd revolution under our leader, President Yaya Jammeh.
The Managing Director of the National Road Authority, Modu Senghor, said this repair works is a temporary move to open the road to traffic, and permanent works would start as soon as the rainy season ends.
Well, the first point is to stop water coming from beneath, as it has been in the, on Friday when it rained, for any eventualities. We've material, and now we're going to fill in a layer of concrete to make sure the whip holes, as we call it technically, are sealed. Even if it rains, water would not flow to the top from beneath. Once that's done, we'll fill it. We'll fill the top of the sand bed with, of course, a layer of laterite, as you have seen here, well compacted laterite, to make sure we get to the level of the root, as you can see.
Meanwhile, Minister Bala Garba Jahumpa is living up to his reputation as an action man by declaring Operation Billboards, which aims to knock down all billboards at major intersections.
Billboards have invaded this country, especially in the Greater Banjul area. And our concern here is for road safety. If you look at the traffic lights where we are right now, there used to be so many billboards that for traffic reasons, you cannot see the traffic coming from the other side. So what we have decided is, we'll be doing an exercise. We have started with the traffic lights. All billboards that are blocking the intersections of the traffic will come down.
At the traffic lights along the Caraba Avenue, bulldozers and caterpillars are at work, leveling the ground where once stood dozens of billboards. A similar exercise also ongoing at the Tranquil intersection and the Yundum Costa Road intersection too. This onslaught on billboards, the minister argues, is good for road safety. Sub-Inspector Alassane Yabo of the Gambia Police Force believes the operation is timely.
As traffic officers,
Yes.
if they are coming towards a bend, the road should be very clear.
Yes.
So you should be able to see the oncoming people from the three-camera direction, likewise, being safe in that direction.
Billboards are a familiar feature of Gambian streets as they line major highways. GSM operators are the most affected as they compete to erect more signboards. But the minister has vowed to bring down all billboards blocking the free flow of traffic. And this, he said, is just the beginning. Mamadou Diallo, GRTS.
The West Africa Institute for Financial and Economic Management, YFM, and the Institute for Capacity Development, ICD, of the International Monetary Fund have organized a forum on balance of payments, international investment positions, and external debt statistics. The Capacity Enhancement Synergy brings together participants from the sub-region. Fatu Jase reports.
Institute for Finance and Economic Management, YFM, establishes partnership with world-class organizations and capacity-building institutions, ensuring the provision of high-quality programs for bankers. Such programs do not only expose bankers to a revised balance of payment systems, but also equip them with the dynamics of international investments and the method of external debt patterns. This two-week seminar, inspiring a partnership between West African Anglophone and Francophone bankers, is expected to upgrade the knowledge and skills of beneficiaries in the compilation of balance payments and systems of national accounts, harnessing the interlinkages among balance payments and other sectoral accounts.
This external sector data are fundamental in tracking and understanding developments that play a major role in international financial activity. As compilers of external sector statistics, you have the important task of producing statistics of good quality that would help and be useful for policy judgment and for making a policy decision.
Amadou Koli, the governor of the Central Bank of the Gambia, recognized what he illustrated as the immense significance of the tutorial, arguing that statistical compiling requires apt professional skills, not only essential for the rigorous task, but to enhance communication between users.
To appreciate the importance of the stakeholders, it should lead to poor collection, compilation, and dissemination of external statistics. To this end, this course is timely in that it will upgrade the skills and techniques of balance of payment statistics compilers as well as users in our sub-region. It will also contribute to effort towards the development of a harmonized balance of payments and international investment position statistics in the ECOWAS sub-region.
This seminar covers vital lessons from the recent global finance and economic crisis, bringing the need for appropriate statistics which lend support to the provision of data. Standards hugely important for borrowing countries to assure proper information dissemination.
In this regard, international institutions should enhance provision of comprehensive financial data and aggregated risk exposure information of financial institutions should be public.
An array of subjects including basic concepts, accounting principles as well as classifications within the context of the new balance of payments manual are key topics set to be discussed during the two-week convergence, being driven by a team of experts from the International Monetary Fund, IMF, and the Statistics Department. For GRTS News, I am Fatu Jasi.
The Office of the Clerk of the National Assembly wishes to inform all Chief Executive Officers, Managing Directors and Board Members of public enterprises and agencies that the annual briefing by joint sessions of the Public Accounts Public Enterprises Committee of the National Assembly is slated for 10 September 2013 at 11 a.m. prompt at the National Assembly chambers. This briefing session, the release date, precedes the annual joint session of the PACPEC, which is expected to convene from the 7th October 2013 to 31st January 2014 to consider the audited accounts of central government as well as annual reports and audited financial statements of all public enterprises and agencies in the Gambia funded by taxpayers' money. Accordingly, all Chief Executive Officers, Managing Directors, Board of the attached listed public enterprises and agencies are requested to attend. The release concludes. Participants from various sectors have gathered to discuss ways and means of improving water sanitation